Howdy, it's Masterath here, and welcome to another episode of MasterRants, which is illegal! Or at least it will be in a bit, apparently. Okay, so this rant is about Article 13. The article that I had no idea existed until today. So, Article 13 is something that's been brought in by the European Union to pretty much try and put a bigger stranglehold on copyright, but in all the wrong ways. Let me explain. So usually with copyright, it is up to the person who owns the copyrighted material to put in a claim, let's say. Not anymore. At least if this actually goes through. It's not law yet, but it might be. Now the law that we put in only specifically for countries that are in the European Union, it'll mean that sites like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram will have to heavily monitor people who come from those countries in the European Union on the stuff that they put online, deeming it to either be copyrighted or not. They have to do it, not the people who own the copyrighted material. This is a massive power trip for the EU, and Jesus Christ, now I'm actually happy that Brexit is happening. I was one of those people that didn't vote. I'm not happy the fact that every single day there's a new story about it, to the point that it's on the news, it's on every bloody paper or whatever, every newspaper and everything. You know, it's getting a bit boring now, and how much has been done? Probably not a lot. I don't really follow it too much. But Article 13 is going to affect a lot of people on YouTube. A lot of YouTubers will be affected by this. And for those of you who may be wondering, well, I do not live in a country in the European Union, so I'll be fine. Why do I need to care about this? You'll be affected as well. Have a look through the YouTubers that you enjoy and all of the YouTubers that you've subscribed to. If any of them come from any of those countries, you're going to get affected. Not as much as they are, but still affected. Unless they have proof that they own every single bit of material that are in their content, their videos, pictures, could be struck off completely. And you won't be able to see them anymore. For a YouTuber like me that has done over 3,500 videos in over 11 years, this is really frustrating to me. Pretty much what Article 13 is a much heavier form of censorship. One that is not needed. If you are to create copyrighted content, it is up to the person who owns the copyright to speak up about it. That's their job after all, it's their own intellectual property. There are some people that have certain copyrights that don't care. They don't care if it's been used. They're fine with it. Article 13 is going to affect a lot of things that normal people like us enjoy. Do you like your parodies? They're gone. Sorry, can't do that anymore. No more parodies. None of that. Do you like your remixes? Nope, they're gone as well. Do you like your Twitch streamers or people who play video games on channels? They're gone as well, if Article 13 goes through. Plus a load of others. Pretty much what this does is this completely shits on fair use. Now, YouTube has done, I'm going to be honest, a decent job in the last few years to make sure that fair use is perfectly protected. But now with Article 13 coming through, it's all for naught. Even YouTube agrees and says that Article 13 should not happen. It completely disregards fair use. It completely disregards the transforming of one thing that could be copyrighted into something else, like for example a parody or a remix. Or even a Let's Play video. So the channel that has just got to 1,000 subscribers could fall by the wayside in the next few months. Fuck the EU, I tell you. No wonder we're leaving your sorry asses to burn. In a few years, that is. We still gotta wait a bit. To Theresa May, the Prime Minister of the UK, can you please get your thumb out your ass and do something? Don't bother with your stupid dances and shit. We need action. We need action against something that is just gonna make our internet lives more of a living hell than it already is. As I mentioned before, this affects a lot of things that we enjoy, like parodies and remixes and anything involving video games. They're all gone. They will be if this goes through. Now, it's not fully law yet. The EU have decided to move on with the process of it, but it is not law yet. But when it is law, then for every single video that you make, you have to prove that you have 100% ownership of that video. And for all of your existing videos, you gotta prove that as well. As I said, I have made over 3,500 videos, and having to try and prove that they're mine is just a bore. It's a bore. It's awful. The EU is having a Napoleon complex, trying to think of it being bigger than it actually is. You stupid fat cats in Brussels who think you're all high and mighty because you got this union, which was good about 50 years ago, and now, why are you doing this? Sure, there's more important things that you can worry about, right? Like maybe not annoying the other nations that are in the EU? To the European Union, times are changing. Okay? You're not living in the 70s anymore. The amount of time that people spend on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube even, is a lot. And with the amount of content that is going to be hit on all of these sites, with all these companies, even YouTube has spoken out about it and said, this should not happen. Me and YouTube are actually thinking the same thing for the first time. Only I'm fairly certain that their version is, oh, we don't have to go through every single video. Oh, that's such a drag. Wouldn't surprise me if YouTube are just too bleeding lazy just to say about it. So yes, folks, the EU has doomed the internet. Or have they? You can save the internet by speaking up and raising your voice about it. We've done it before against YouTube. It's a bigger opponent this time since it is an amalgamation of countries. But with enough of us, we can fight for the internet. We can fight for our own fair use again. We're back to this again. It's fair use versus wankers. And fair use has always won and will win again. So in summary, Article 13 should not happen. And if it does happen, then that is going to make our internet experiences worse. Way worse. YouTubers like me will probably never make YouTube videos again. On an honest note, a lot of my videos are governed under fair use. Some are not, but they are perfectly fine since it's all my own intellectual property. But the rest of them are governed under fair use. That's a fair amount, probably at least 2,500 of them. If they were to all go because of this Article 13, I might as well just give up on YouTube and give up on sharing videos whatsoever and put an end to an over 11-year career. It's pissed me off that much. I'm sure that a lot of YouTubers will be the same about this. There are so many YouTubers that I know that, that I enjoy watching that will be affected by this. So it's time to speak out. It's time to speak out against the European Union. It's time to speak out against Article 13. It is time to speak out for our fair use. It is time to speak out about what we enjoy in life, what we like to watch. They don't give a damn. They're pricks to have black and white tellies. But it's our time to make our voices heard. It is our time to do this. Or there are going to be so many YouTubers who just can't do what they enjoy anymore. With so many policies in place already, it's difficult. But with this, it blows the doors wide open and the shit comes hurling through. Folks, Article 13 is something that we do not want, nor do we need. Copyright is perfectly fine, but it is up to the person who has the copyright to speak up about it, not the company that has the videos or pictures or music on it. The backlash that the EU is going to get here. You have tried to threaten so many YouTubers' livelihoods, hobbies, enjoyments, and threaten the enjoyments of those that watch the content. You are fucking dumbasses. Come on, guys, it's time to make our voices heard, or so many YouTubers are just going to stop, and YouTube will become a barren wasteland. Not only YouTube, but Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, a lot of them. Guys, it's time to make our voices heard against the EU. It's time to fight back against the system. Let's do this.